Sophia here, my great challenge, day 5 of my Vlogtober series. It's going to be a laundry chit-chat today. Let me get my phone because I want to talk about clutter. Okay, so let's define clutter. We're going to go online and we're going to Google what is considered clutter. Alright? And we're going to put what is clutter. Alright, clutter. Untidily filled with clutter. His apartment was cluttered with paintings and antiques. Okay. A collection of things lying about in an untidy mess. The attic is full of clutter. Okay, so this one is Organize My House website, and her name is Chrissy, and she says, do you know the answer to what is clutter? It's a tricky one to define, but I have, and I firmly believe that this could completely change how you view clutter in the future. So if you want to truly understand the meaning of clutter and what clutter is, then this ultimate clutter definition will change how you think about it forever. So before, I never read this before, but I'm going to tell you what my definition of clutter is. Okay. And then we're going to see what she's got to say, Chrissy, from, what's the website? Organize My House, has to say. All right, so a lot of people look at my house and say, oh my God, you got so much clutter. All right. Clutter to me is something you don't like. It's something that you see, and it could be a very clean house, but with a collection of things. But if you don't like those things, you're going to look at them and say, well, this is clutter to me. Like, for instance, all of my Madonnas from Hager Pottery. I have them on my mantle, and it fills the space. Well, no, because there's a space in between. That's going to be filled eventually, because I'm trying to collect those. And to me, they're not clutter. To me, they're a collection, and I love looking at them. So that's Scott. He really likes the Art Deco satin finish on them. The kids couldn't care less, but that's kids, you know how they are. So when we pass by the mantle and we look at the mantle, we see a cluster of things we like. It's not clutter to us. To you, if they mean nothing, and if you find them ugly, if you find them unattractive, unnecessary, too repetitive, or just plain useless, you're going to look at it and say, this is clutter. All right. So to me, clutter is something I don't want to see, I don't want to have, I don't want to hold on to it. So to me, clutter would be items that need to be discarded, impulse purchases that I don't like anymore, but still lay around because they fill a space and I've been too lazy, let's be honest, to either donate or send to the recycle. Okay, it would be things that I've hang on to just in case, and the just in case never happened. All right, so a spare of something, or a duplicate of something, or a broken item I said I was gonna fix, and I never got along fixing it. All right, but it's still here on a shelf, in a box, on top of a box, in a drawer, you name it. That's clutter to me. A collection of books, a collection of glass, a collection of paintings, whatever you want to collect, okay, Corningware, if it fills up a space, and the space could be empty, but if I like it, or if Scott likes it, or if it serves a purpose, either emotional or physical in our lives, to us, and well, to me, because we're going to keep it on the eye, is not clutter, all right? So a lot of people look at my house and say, oh my God, your house is so cluttered. Well, a lot of the things you see, I would say 90% of what you see is things that I'm keeping. They're not going anywhere. So clutter could be furniture too. But if you enjoy them and you use them and they serve a purpose in your life, then it's not clutter. It's a useful item. All right. So that's my definition of clutter. Now, let's see what Chrissy has to say. And again, you got to trust me on that. I just plugged it in. I have no idea what she said. Clutter, a collection of things lying around in an untidy mess. So it's the most basic form, clutter, anything that's untidy and messy in your space. And for most of us, that's an obvious description. It's the exact thing that we envisage when we hear the word clutter. A pile of mess, that's what I had over there that I just showed you in the last video. That needs sorting out and that's got out of control. Yes, so the basement, as you saw it in the previous 4 videos, would have been cluttered in that sense. Okay, but it's so much more. It really is. And getting to grips with defining clutter will totally transform how you think about it in the future. Where does it come from? Indecisions. That's what she says. Yeah, I have to agree with that. We haven't decided where to put them, and we have clutter in our lives because we weren't taking control and decided what is and isn't important to us. So Chrissy defines clutter as follows. Clutter is anything that doesn't belong in a space, whether because it belongs elsewhere in your home or it doesn't belong in your home any longer. So basically, if you know your goals and priority in life and you have a plan for your home, then everything that is out of place in either space is clutter, your life or your home. That's the either space. Okay, so when you declutter, knowing exactly what clutter is really makes everything so much easier. It takes away the emotion from your decluttering decision and makes things a much more positive experience overall, because clutter isn't necessarily something that's not needed. Okay, so I have to agree with that. And that's exactly what I just said. If we want it and we need it and we use it, then it's not clutter. If you don't need it and you would not use it and you would not want it, to you, it's clutter. Does it make sense? So when you look at my house and you say, oh, Sophia's house is so cluttered, all you see is the stuff that you would not want, you wouldn't need, and you wouldn't use. But that's you. In this house, we want, use, and need those things that you see. The stuff that I don't want, don't use, and don't need, I think I've done a very good job over the past 6 years getting rid of. Am I there yet? No. I still have a lot to do. I still have a lot of stuff that I've brought into the house that I neither want nor need nor use. It's easier to get rid of the stuff you don't use. It's a little bit harder to get rid of the stuff you don't need. And for me, it's even more difficult to get rid of things that I may or may not want, because I have difficulty making decision as to what I want. Okay, so put yourself into this state of mind. Look around whatever room you're in right now, and if it's cluttered by the definition of things all over the place and things lying around and objects on surfaces, we talk about the opposite of minimalism, right? And ask yourself, well, do I want it? Do I need it? Do I use it? Well, then it's no longer clutter. It's just part of your home environment. Okay, clutter is something that you have in your house but could do without. Am I making sense? So I hope that settles the whole thing about Sophia's house is cluttered. I need those pillows. I need pillows for this sofa because I got rid of the 2 large ones that were in the back. Do I want them? Yes, they were Scott's grandmother. They were part of her large living room. So I want them, I need them, and we use them. Okay. Some people look at those pillows and say, these are hideous, they gotta go. Well, they're not hideous to me because they are, there's an emotional attachment to them. We absolutely love those pillows. So it's a matter of taste, and it's also a matter of learning to accept what other people have in their house. It may not be what you see all over the place now, which is the gray, white, sterile, silver type environment where everything is super open and there's nothing there except this little white pottery and one twig in the middle of it. That's not who we are. You know, I mean, that's really not who we are. So you may be attracted to this stuff and you're not going to see this here, but that doesn't mean that this is no bueno. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so that was my little chit chat. Tolerance, accept other people's taste, likes, wants, needs, and uses. Their clutter to you is actually their home environment and what they enjoy. Now, do I need to make progress in a lot of area? Absolutely. I'm still a slob. Let's be honest on this one. I'm a slob. I'm very good at cleaning. I suck at maintaining. I will destroy the very same area over and over again. Oh, here's Willie coming back. Did you sell cheesecake?
I got 5 orders.
You got 5 orders for cheesecake?
Yeah, how am I supposed to get inside? There's a chair in front of the gate.
Use the front door. Bye. It's the fundraiser for school. My little guy just got 5 orders of cheesecake. I'm so happy for him. See, Edward didn't do that. He would not go out to go sell cheesecake. But this guy, he's a different breed. Let me tell you. They may be brothers, but they're totally different. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the marching band, by the way, because that's where Edward's talents are. There's a lot of talents in that kid too. Do you know what he wants to do for a living? He just finally decided what major he wants to take. Are you ready for that? Because I have no idea where this came from, right? The little guy, he's into the artistic stuff. He wants to be like his dad and do animation. Well, at least that's what he's saying right now. But Edward wants to go to NJIT and do biomedical engineering. He wants to make prostheses. He wants to make bionic arms and bionic legs and bionic stuff. It's like, I'm wowed by this kid. And he wants to go into politics too. So anyway, hey, I'm running out of battery. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fold my laundry. And I will see you in a minute after I charge my stuff. So I know I have 2 big laundry things to fold. So that's what I'm going to do. And of course, work is texting me left and right. It never ends, right? And then when I come back, I want to talk to you about my schedule because it's going to be a laundry chit-chat, right? You don't need to see no underwear, stuff like that, but laundry chit-chat is kind of cool because I get to do stuff and then I run my mouth and you guys just listen, right? This is basically what the laundry chit-chat is. I hope you enjoyed this version of Vlogtober. I have no plan other than cleaning and organizing the house and include you in the process. So I know you guys kind of like that kind of videos. So that's what I am doing. All right, let me go and put my camera on the charger. I'll be right back. Okay, so far I got 3 laundry baskets done, but now I have the daunting task of doing the lost socks. And you know, I found 4 sock mesh basket bags. You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh boy. I don't know where the socks go. I don't know. They just disappear, and all it takes really is for us to use those bags, but we don't. Anyway, so I'm doing the socks now because I have all the baskets, and there's a basket for me, a basket for Edward, and a basket for Willie. So as I'm finding the match, they go in the basket. Alright, what you're hearing over there is the laundry. I'm going to talk to you about my schedule because a lot of you want to know about this stuff, right? Is this the same sock? No. Alright, but these are kind of mine, so we're going to put mine somewhere. Alright, I work full time, you guys. I don't know if you realize that, but I do work full time. On Monday, well, every day I get up at 5:45 and I'm at the door. This is me or Willie? This is Willie. I'm at the door at 7:15. And traffic in this area, I'm in North Jersey. For those of you who are new and don't know, right? I'm in North Jersey area. So I work in Jersey City and Hudson County, and the majority of the traffic going to New York is what I encounter. So it takes me, on the way in, it takes me anywhere between an hour and 15 minutes. At 3 o'clock in the morning, it takes me literally 17 minutes to get to Jersey City. At 7 o'clock in the morning, and it doesn't matter if I live at 7, at 7:15, at 6:30, traffic is going to be an hour and 15 minutes. On holidays, when most of the people are off, but still some people are working, I might be able to get to work in 35 minutes. but on regular days it takes an hour. So I get to work, I start at 8:30 or so. On Monday I work late. I don't get out until 6 o'clock. And when I get out at 6 o'clock, I hit the traffic on the way back home. So it takes me an hour and 15 minutes to get home. That's the rough one, because I'm tired by the time I go home. And I'm not saying I'm falling asleep behind the wheel, but let me tell you, I gotta boost that radio, okay? And make it real loud. So that's Monday. So Monday night, I don't get home until 7:15. All right, so most of the Monday nights I spent editing a video, or I would be packing stuff for Etsy, things like that. All right, cooking dinner. Though Scott, since he's been working home, has been really good doing that. He's been cooking dinner a lot lately. On Tuesday, same thing, I go to work, same time. And Tuesday night, I come home around 6 o'clock, because I leave around 5. And on Tuesday night, that's the night that Jay and I go and look for stuff on the sidewalk for the Facebook Marketplace. So we're not home until 10 o'clock. That was me. Wednesday is one of those days where I actually make it home. I leave early on Wednesday because I work late other days. So on Wednesday I work early. I come home early. I'm back home around 4:30. That's usually a day where I would edit a video, or I would take pictures and pack stuff and weigh and measure and post for the Etsy shop. Thursday I come home early as well. So that's another night where I get home and it's 4:30, 5 o'clock. So on Thursday night, either I edit a video, or that's the night that I get to do some cleaning, and maybe I'll do some quilting. Friday, I'm late. I don't get home until 7 o'clock. And now, Friday night is game for the school. So Edward is in the band. So we go to every game and we sit down right next to the band, and we're there. We watch the game, of course, but we're also there for the music. Because I told Edward when he started music that I would never miss any of his games, and I think I missed 2, and there was some reason, I'm sure. All right, anyway. So Saturdays, we kind of like stuck, because Saturday is band competition. So at 3 o'clock, we're at the door and we go to band competition, and that's taking us all the way up. We come home last night at 10:30, something like that, because it's pretty long. But usually on Saturdays, that's when I do most of my filming and the cleaning and the posting of the stuff on the Facebook Marketplace, because it's got to be done during daytime so you can see what you're doing. So that's Saturday. But now, Saturday, 3 o'clock, we got to get out the door because it's competition. Sunday is usually also when I do some cleaning, and I would do filming of videos that you'll see the following week. So that's my schedules as it stands now. I really don't have much time for anything else. That's why I really need to grasp the whole idea of maintaining the house clean, because this is just getting ridiculous. Like, there's some times where I can't clean at all the entire week. Except like maintaining the kitchen. That's about it. The rest just like falls off the wagon because I just don't have the time. Now Scott has a crazy schedule too. Scott is doing freelance, and I don't know if you guys know that, but freelance, he's basically, right now he's working with a Chinese company based in New York, and he's doing videos, and they want those videos done within X amount of time. So they tell you, hey, here's a video, if you time it out, it's going to be about 5 minutes. worth of animation, and we need this within 2 weeks. And if you are in the field, you probably, or somebody you know is in the field, they'll tell you that's crazy, because there's no way you can do a 5-minute animation, full animation video in 2 weeks with just one person. So Scott's schedule right now is really insane. He's literally working 16, 17 hours a day. I'm not complaining because it's a good income. I mean, I've mentioned it before, he really does make 4 times more doing freelance. I mean, we do pay the taxes ahead of time on that, so we don't have to worry about it. But his schedule is such that he really has barely any time for us at all and for the house. So that's what's going on that end. These are all singles. Every single one of them are singles. I do not know where the rest of those socks are. This is crazy. Yes, so I wanted to talk to you about that, the schedule. So my schedule is really heavy, guys. I tell you what, I can't read at night anymore. I fall asleep within 2 pages, and I've read probably the last 3 paragraphs 5 times over because I'm falling asleep. I have full days. Most of my days are 12, 13-hour days. You know, by the time I finally get to sit down for dinner, I have very little time, and I need to figure out a way, and I've been saying that forever on this channel, I need to figure out a way to simplify the cleaning and the organizing and the maintaining of the house. And the only way to simplify it is to clean as I go, and I have not picked up that skill. I just have not picked up that skill, and I don't know why. And part of it is just not wanting to deal with it in the moment. I just don't. I don't want to deal with it. And it's crazy, right? Because it's so simple. Like, some of you have really clean house at all times, and it's because you keep maintaining it. You see something, you pick it up. Me, I'm telling you, I said that in the previous video. I see something, I pass in front of it. I do. And I'm not saying that, like, I mean, you know, and it's embarrassing to even acknowledge that, but it's a reality. That's what's going on in my life. I don't know whose these are. I have to assume that they are mine. We share socks in this family. I don't know if you know this. I got so tired of the kids stealing my socks this summer. I bought socks that had flowers on them, because I figured that's it. You can't steal the socks anymore. You're not going to be wearing those. And guess what? Now I'm missing all of them. Half of those socks. So all of these are orphans. They go back in the orphan basket. As I do laundry sometimes between today and the rest of the week, I may be lucky and find the rest, but these are orphans. So I'm done with that. Let me go and finish that side, and the basement will be done. So here are my 3 baskets of laundry that I've just folded. Basket here of orphan socks, and this is the area I still have to work on. So we have a trash bag over there, we have the relocate pile, this is trash, this is just needs to be vacuumed. But here's an example of clutter, right, based on what we just discussed earlier in this video. I have 2 of those. One of them is in my bathroom, the second one used to be in the laundry room. I really don't use it. I don't need it, nor do I want it. So technically that should go, right? Where we have one problem. It was given to us, and I just feel terrible letting it go. It's you know, because I don't know, maybe I'll use it at some point. So I just don't know what to do with it. I would love to let it go, but I feel guilty about it because it's a very expensive laundry cart. So what I'm going to do is put it in the boiler room for now, and then eventually I'll disassemble it, and maybe I'll wash those and sell it. We'll see what we can do with that. So let me do this area, and then I will be done with the whole basement. So it took me 2 days, but the basement is done. So let's look at it while it's still clean. Hopefully, I said it before, I'm gonna try to maintain. So I have the laundry room done. That's what I did on day one. I still have a load in the dryer. So all of this has been taken care of, and I do leave it open because otherwise it starts smelling like mildew. I have clothes hanging now. These are not the same one than before because they just came out of the dryer. And this is done over there. This whole area, my quilting area, is done. Everything has been dusted and mopped and vacuumed. Replaced everything or put it back where it belongs. I still have my 3 laundry basket over there because I have one more load to fold. I did put this here and it smells really good. And again, these are not toxic for the animals. And then this is the stuff I need to bring back up. A big trash bag and then vacuum and cleaning supplies, and this has stayed the same, but at least I got this whole area here cleared. So it's one of the few times that the basement is really, really decluttered and clean. We'll see how long that lasts. So guess what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna have my lunch. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a little late, right, for lunch, but that's okay. Tonight I'm gonna make an air fryer recipe, a chicken air fryer recipe. So I'm gonna put that up as video number 6, I think. That's gonna be for next Saturday. But in between, I have about 2.5 hours, and I'm just gonna quilt. I'm gonna do some me time. So now, with regards to the laundry cart, I just gave you a big lecture about what clutter is, okay? And clutter is things you don't want to need or use. And this is definitely clutter, but clutter is also delayed decision. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna text my friend and I'm gonna ask him and say, look, can I just let go of this thing? Because I didn't need 2, I only need 1. Are you okay if I do that? Because I have to ask permission. I could do whatever I want. I believe that if you give something to somebody, they can do whatever they want with the thing you let go of. But out of respect and making sure that it's okay, I'm gonna ask him what I can do with it. And if he says, you can let it go, I don't care, which is probably what he's gonna say, then I'll clean the baskets or the mesh, you know, I'll bleach them and whatnot, and I'll put it up on the marketplace and see if I can sell it. But in the meantime, my delayed decision about that laundry basket is in the boiler room right behind me, out of sight. I have to address it now. I'm going to ask him now because otherwise it's going to be here next year when I do a big clean out of the basement again. You're going to see this darn laundry basket. So let's take care of things. Stop delaying. Stop procrastinating. Let it go. I'm giving you lectures that I don't even follow myself, but I'm trying to make some kind of changes. As minimal as they may seem to you, they are huge to me. I got time to quilt. That's the excitement. Hey, let me know down below if one of those videos for October you want it to be a quilting video. I'm gonna start something new. I don't want to do it on this because this is not a very, you know, complicated pattern, and I'm almost done with it anyway. So let me know down below. Oh, I forgot, it's day 5, October 5th. Amber and I are doing a collab video on a fall recipe. I will do a special playlist for that. So if you have not heard of Amber, she's my friend. You can check her out at Authentically Amber. The link is down below. I hope I remember to put it down, because sometimes I say I put the link down below and I don't put it in. But we're going to do on the 15th of October. The video is going to be a fall recipe, and that's going to be a collab video with YouTubers. So if you are on YouTube and you like to cook, you want to share your fall recipe, post it on the 15th and add it to the playlist. I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.